I absolutely can't even believe it's the Christmas season already. And here we are at the very beginning, the open of the Christmas season, and I thought, that's the perfect time to talk our top 5 Christmas movies. Let me know your top 5 in the comments. Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my top 5 favorite Christmas movies. Now, this is my personal list, and if there's movies on here that you haven't seen, I would recommend checking them out because they're awesomely fun, in my opinion, and that's why they're in my top 5 list. Now, as I go through this list and I'm missing something that is a part of your Christmas tradition, something that you love a lot, and you're like, Durbin, why didn't you even so much as mention that? Well, give me your top 5 in the comments, because as I give my top 5, you give your top 5. In reality, we're in the Christmas spirit of sharing and giving, and we may be sharing Christmas movies with others that they have never seen, and now they have something new to check out, and I love talking Christmas movies, so in the comments, what's your top 5 list? Right now, this is mine. Number 5, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It would not be my top 5 Christmas list without this movie on it. I think this movie is absolutely hysterical, and it's one of the movies I look forward to each and every Christmas season to pop back in and watch. Clark Griswold, Chevy Chase, the character he plays, I just feel for the guy. I mean, it's not like he's some diabolical mastermind coming up with evil plans for Christmas. No, he's trying to come up with glorious plans to give him and his family the best Christmas ever, and it's like Murphy's Law. Anything that could go wrong does go wrong, and it's hysterical. And, okay, so yeah, the movie and the comedy, yes, it's exaggerated, but there's something about Clark Griswold's reactions to all the crazy things going on that is strikingly human. And when I'm going through frustrating, tedious things, there's something about his reactions that just rings a bell of familiarity with me. I mean, like, when he's trying to set up all the Christmas lights on his house, there's a reason I don't set up Christmas lights.
You have to check every bulb. Whoops, got a little knot here. Work on that.
It is tedious and it is annoying, and I don't think I would have the patience to handle what Clark Griswold handles, and the fact that he can't turn them on, and he's sitting there trying to figure it out, and it's like so many lights, and he can't figure out what is going on that I can't turn on the light. And then somebody accidentally does something by an accident, and boom! I mean, that kind of stuff so frustrates me. I love the sledding scene. I went sledding on a little sled like that once, and me and my friends broke the sled. Yeah, it wasn't as disastrous as what Clark went through, but, it was fascinating. But anyway, the point is there's a lot of this movie that I really enjoy and that I find incredibly fun. Number 4, A Christmas Carol, 2009. One of the things that I really like about this version is Jim Carrey himself. It's really cool to see him play all these different characters and do it so well. I mean, he plays Scrooge, but then he's also the ghost of Christmas past. And he's the ghost of Christmas present. And then he's the ghost of Christmas future. So, like, all the different characters that he plays in this movie, he makes them different, he makes them distinct, and it's really cool to see him play such wildly different characters in just one movie. And the animation's pretty cool and things like that. Yeah, the movie's not the most perfect movie in the world, but I love the Charles Dickens story, A Christmas Carol. And this, I think, is just a really great version of that story. It's a little bit of a darker version, but it's also Jim Carrey, so it's got some of that lighter comedy mixed in. So it's a good little mix there. I really like it. Number 3, Scrooged. This has been one of my favorite movies since childhood. And like I said before, I just love the Charles Dickens story, A Christmas Carol. And I love this movie's spin on that, the way it modernized it, the way it took Bill Murray playing this character, Frank Cross, in a way it just kind of used him trying to put together a live version of A Christmas Carol, and then he gets Scrooged through the process of it because he is a cold-hearted dude and he gets offered his second chance. But I love that not only is this movie hysterical with each of the 3 ghosts and goes through it in a really awesome, hilarious way, but this movie still has heart. It maintains the heart. So it gets you like right here on top of the fact that you're watching this movie and having a good time and laughing. I feel like that's what a Christmas movie should do. It should get you right here while giving you a good time along the way. And this is just definitely one of those movies that just is such a great ride for me. I enjoy it beginning to end. Love Scrooged. Number 2, Home Alone. Like I said with Scrooged, This movie has got the outrageous comedy and it's got the heart. But what's interesting to me about Home Alone is I think Home Alone has a better balance, a better mix of the humor and the heart than Scrooged. It's just, I can remember watching this movie as a kid, and you know, when I'm like, what was I, 7 or 8 when this movie came out? Yeah, I'm not thinking too deeply about things. I'm just watching this movie for the comedy of it, thinking about how nice would it be if I really was in my house home alone with no parents around and how great that would be and all that freedom, yeah! And so, you know, I'm enjoying it on that level. I loved the Harry and Marv scenes when Kevin booby traps his house and all that stuff. Like, all of that is the best. But now as an adult when I watch it, not only do I have a blast with it because I greatly enjoy the comedy, I greatly enjoy all the fun of it, but I enjoy the heart of it. I mean, I love how this movie is funny, hilarious. Kevin wishes his family away forever and he could be home alone. And then the neighbor he's scared of, they have a heart-to-heart and it's a really touching moment. And Kevin misses his family and his neighbor gives him really good advice and he realizes that really family is something so important and he wishes they were here. And then we have Harry and Marv and they're in the house and crazy antics ensue. And then the mom makes it home from Paris and we have this awesome, incredibly heart-touching moment where they just freeze and the mom is like, Kevin, you're not kidnapped and the house isn't burned down and you're alive. And Kevin's like, oh my gosh, Santa Claus, he listened to my wish and he brought my parents home for Christmas. And then his whole family walks in the door. And then it's just got the heart, it's got the comedy, it has everything. And so, I don't know, I love the balance of the heart and the humor in this movie. I love Home Alone. So I do have some honorable mentions. Ernest Saves Christmas. I haven't seen this one as an adult, but I gotta say, I always loved it, and it still holds a special place in my heart. It's a Wonderful Life. I know, it's an honorable mention and not on the list, but you know, the reason being is it's not a movie that I've watched every single Christmas, and it wasn't a huge part of my childhood or have that nostalgia. However, fantastic story, and when I do watch it, it's amazing. The Santa Claus. Good movie. I did enjoy it. I haven't watched it in a long time, so it's definitely not a movie I have to put in every year, but I really enjoy that first Santa Claus movie when I put it in. Number 1, A Christmas Story. Love this movie. It is my number 1. Because it is my tradition to enjoy when it's on TV for 48 hours straight on a constant loop. That doesn't mean I sit there and watch it the whole time, but to have it in the background and every once in a while hear that narrator saying something goofy and I'm like, oh, that's my favorite part. It's the lamp leg scene. And so there I am, watching the lamp leg scene. Or, you know, he shoots his eye out. He's wanted this Red Ryder BB gun, and finally he goes out and he shoots, and the BB ricochets and hits him in the glasses, shoots his eye out.
Shut my eye out. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out.
It's just such a classic. Maybe it's all nostalgia. Maybe I'm blinded by nostalgia. Maybe if somebody ripped the nostalgia glasses off, maybe I wouldn't like this movie as much.
Did you touch that? You were always jealous of this lamp.
I doubt it. I love A Christmas Story. I look forward each year to it being on TV 48 hours in a constant loop, and I'm looking forward to that again this year. So what are your top 5 favorite Christmas movies? If I didn't name yours, then name yours in the comments and say, Durbin, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. And I look forward to having these Christmas movie conversations with you. While you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Next to that button is the bell. When you click the bell, you'll be notified the moment I drop another ranking video, movie review, theological analysis, trailer reaction, or anything else that I do here. Make sure you check out all those other videos that I do here. And I want to say a huge thank you to all my patrons on Patreon. What you guys do is awesome. Thank you for your support. It really keeps Durbania going strong, and it is a big, huge help. And if you would like to support Durbania and you like what you see here, you can check out that Patreon link in the description and check out my Patreon page and the different levels of giving and the rewards that come with that and all that fun stuff. So you can check all of that out. So check that out. Check out my other videos. I'm Durbin. Thank you for checking out Durbania.